Hosted by Jerry Coughlan. This is Sports Matters TV.
Okay, so welcome to Sports Matters TV with me, Jerry Coughlan. Today is a very special day because for me, as a young lad growing up, I was a massive fan of Gladiators. I've got the main man himself, the ultimate gladiator, the man that won it all. James, how's things with you, my friend? How are you?
What an intro. Yeah, very good. Thank you very much.
That's good. You're always busy. These days, I know you're training all the celebs, and you're very busy in the fitness industry, I believe.
Yeah, basically, we found there was like a niche. There's all these kind of peers, if you like, for fitness for younger people, and we kind of found that people over 40, there wasn't really any advice for that kind of a body. So basically, what I'm pushing at the moment is an over 40s fitness campaign, where, you know, when you get to 40, you can't do the things you used to do, your metabolism's slower, you've got postural issues, you're a bit tighter. So we're just kind of advising on things that you can do when you're over 40, as opposed to when you're 20s, where you can get away with a slightly more hedonistic lifestyle, shall we say. And
you're still in tremendous shape.
Well, I'm one of these people. I mean, I started training when I was 12 years old, and I've always had something to train for. So when I was initially spotted for Gladiators, I was a bodybuilder. So they saw me in a bodybuilding magazine, which is how I got the job. And then with Gladiators, obviously that was my goal. And then now I've been doing strongman competitions for the last probably 6 or 7 years. So the reason why I'm in shape is because I train for these competitions. So one of the things that's really important for anybody of any age when they're working out is to have some kind of goal to motivate them. Otherwise, it's very easy to make excuses of why not to go to the gym, why not to go for that run, why to eat this kind of food, why to have that extra beer. So personally, I've always been very goal-led since I was young. So that habit's been instilled with me for a lifetime, really.
And we're loving all the pictures. Like, you're in tremendous shape. We have to talk, James, about Gladiators. Like, when it first started, did you think it was going to be as big as it was?
Well, when I started, it was difficult because I joined in year 2, so it had already been on for a year, so people knew about the show. But I was a printer. I originally started out as a printer and plate maker, so I just finished my apprenticeship, got this printer, really good kind of job in York, and that, you know, as far as my parents were concerned, that was me for life. You know, I was going to be this printer. And the Gladiators approached me, and I did the audition. They said, "Yeah, we'd like to use you. We're filming in 10 days' time." So I had very little time between. You know, so I went to the job and I said, right, I need 5 weeks off work. We filmed the whole show in about 4 or 5 weeks. And they said, well, sorry, you can't have it. So I had to leave my job. So it was a little bit of a gamble because, you know, my parents were saying, well, you can't leave your job. You've got this great job. But, you know, I always knew from a very young age I wanted to do something with my body, and I was very competitive. So this was kind of like the perfect job for me, really. And luckily it took off.
Yeah, it was massive. You had so many great years. And as I say,
we were very lucky. I mean, I did 8 years on the show, and the last show they put gladiators against each other, which, you know, was to find the ultimate gladiator. That was the plan. And I was actually quite lucky because I dislocated my shoulder in the first event, and they wanted to pull me out of it. But it was one of those, I was so overly competitive in those days, and let's say medical science, they were a bit looser with it, so they just jabbed me with something to numb my shoulder and said, okay, you can carry on. And I was in the mindset, well, if I lose the arm, I don't care as long as I win. And luckily I did. And then they wheeled me off to hospital straight after the show. So, yeah, I'm quite pleased with that one.
I remember it so well. And, James, would you still talk to any of the lads from Gladiators? Would you be in touch with any of them?
Yeah, I mean, I see Panther lives fairly close to me. She's got a gym. And I also see Saracen now again. I'm in London, you see, so those two are in London. Vogue's not far away. But most of the others are dotted all over the country. I mean, Wolf's the one, you know, most people ask about. He's got a couple of gyms in New Zealand now. So he's been over there for about 10 years. So, yeah, there's some of them I still see. I mean, Ace is one of my best friends. He's actually become a preacher. He goes round prisons and schools kind of talking to people about God. So, you know, everybody's gone in a very different route.
Oh, that's great. And, like, I was a big fan, believe it or not, of Peak Performance.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got a chance to do quite a bit of presenting when Gladiators finished. And I mean, Peak Performance I thought was quite a good idea. It was basically like FHM magazine, showing all different snippets of things you can do. You know, we'd be driving all these like cool cars, or doing new fitness fads, or going to strip clubs, and just basically lots of different kind of 4-minute snippets of different things all over the country, different fun things to do, or ways to keep in shape, or kind of, you know, new toys. So yeah, that was quite a fun show to get involved with.
No, I love that. And James, just for all the listeners and all the people that will be checking out the interview, how can they get a hold of you? Obviously, you're on Twitter, and if they want to...
Yeah, I mean, I'm mainly on Instagram nowadays. Mr. James Crossley. Yeah. That's the best way to kind of follow my day-to-day bits and pieces. And my website is mrjamescrossley.com. And yeah, if you want to keep in touch with what's going on with me and the Over 40 Fitness campaign, that's the best way to do it.
Absolutely, Jen. It's an honour, and I'm really humbled because, as I said, I grew up watching you on the telly. So, yeah, I appreciate it.
Always makes me feel very old when people say that.
Not at all.
You don't look old. I was quite young when I started, so hopefully not too old.
Not at all. James, it's an honour, and we'll keep all the fans updated on all your movements. I'm a big fan myself, so keep up the great work. We really do appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks to everybody over there, and I do love Ireland, so big hello to everybody over there.